I'm live. I just burbled away to myself when I wasn't live. Showed you how out of practice I am. Professional. Moi. Anyway, good morning. It's been a very hot minute since I last came on, but this is because I've had a problem. Oh yes, another problem. Isn't it always the case? So, I beavered away all over the bank holiday weekend and scheduled a load of listings to go live on a Sunday evening, as I do. Then I find out yesterday that of the 26 listings I'd scheduled, 12 of them didn't go anywhere. They weren't live. Hello, Lex. They weren't live. We had this problem. Another friend of mine alerted me to this. So, yes, 26 listings, a lot of hard work, all individual vintage items, listed, photographed, all scheduled. And then it turns out that 12 of them didn't even make it to live. So I would recommend to any of you out there, if you do this, that you want to double check that anything you listed on Sunday and possibly on other days has actually gone up live. Exactly. I've had joy and no joy out of eBay lately. I am very much out of love with it after 23 years. It's not paying me a living wage. It's costing me when it doesn't need to cost me. The fees are extortionate. I could go on and, I'm just having a moan. I've been at this game long enough to realise that, you either crack on or you decide you're not going to do it. I am trying to get rid of my clothing. Yeah, I did get to talk to somebody actually, Lex. I get them to ring me back. And bless them, the person I was talking to about one thing, which was a return that wasn't a return. Let's not go there. A return that wasn't a return, because I lost my bits with eBay the other week, and I didn't realise this person had ordered 2 of these ski boot replacement soles, and I sent one to Poland, so I had to send another one out, which I've done, but of course they've not really closed anything because it's not arrived yet. Great fun. A real person, yes, eBay in Ireland. I managed to go through. I get on the automated thing, and then I put speak to an agent, and then they give me the option of getting a call back. And to be fair, they're pretty good with that if you can get somebody. A real person. Well, I think she was real. She didn't sound very AI. She had a lovely accent. That's why I like phoning eBay Ireland. I like the accent. So yes, I've had fun and games. The other major problem I've had is that, I've got over 2,000 listings, which is silly. I really shouldn't have that many. A lot of them are still clothing, and I'm itching to get on and do jewellery, but clothing is taking up space, taking up garages, and I need it gone. I need it gone. So I'm trying to get rid of stuff. But what I found is I thought, why isn't that sold? That's something really good. And it's not listed. Hundreds. Probably 15 to 20% of my store that I've got all packed and ready to go because I listed them is not listed. And it's not just the very old stuff. So I've been doing a massive stock take and pulling out stuff that isn't that doesn't seem to be there, and double checking it's not listed. And I've been relisting them, and that's what this stuff was. So I've listed this at least twice, and now it's not there anymore. And how can I sell it if it's not listed? Yes, I've seen you doing your jewellery, and it's amazing how much stuff isn't listed when because you're an organised and reasonably sensible person, I would say, much like myself. You're not going to put it in the that's been listed pile if it's not been listed, because we don't do that. And it's been a while since I did a stock take. It's been quite a while. So it's like, oh my God. Anyway, I'm pulling stuff that wasn't on for much, and that's actually, I'm taking it to a boot fair on a weekly basis. I've done 3 weeks now of boot fairing. It still sells slowly. Where are all the resellers? Because it's decent stuff. So come to Tunbridge, come to Mabledon or Hop Farm boot fairs on a Sunday, and I'll be there. But I need it gone. Hello, Scooby Shaggy. Good morning. I just can't get my head around vintage. It seems like the Wild West. People seem to have even more problems with it than we do with eBay. I know eBay, I'm a creature of habit, but that habit's wearing a bit thin. But hello, Crispy, how are you? But yes, I'm having a little bit of a moan. I don't like to whine and complain because, it's all choices. We don't have to do this. We can all do something else. But yeah, it's like I'm trying to just move on, switch things up, change my direction of travel. Yeah, I may end up listing some stuff, and I know you can cross list, and I dread that because I know how unlucky I am at things, duplicates and things. I just it frightens the life out of me. But it's probably going to be my next move. I'm sat in the garden having coffee. Yes, I've had my coffee this morning. Very happy to have had my coffee. Yeah, I was having a lovely day yesterday. I did a lot of drumming. Our samba band worked the Petswood May Day Parade. Beltane in my book, but it's May Day. They even had a maypole. I thought if they only knew the meaning of the maypole, but there we go. That was quite fun and very loud. So we made a lot of noise. Bloco Fogo Samba Band. It was great fun. Yes, and I've been gardening, and I love I love every time of year, but I particularly love this time of year. It's just fantastic. But yeah, it is indeed, Lex. Yes, that is entirely what it is. Yes. Indeed, it's that time of year. It's the fertility festival of Beltane, and it's marvelous. And doing a maypole dance, you have this sort of over and under thing, and it goes horribly wrong. Because certainly, when it was something done in some of the circles I move in, people had some alcohol, so it tended to get a bit chaotic. But yes, it's all about that. Yes, most definitely. Great fun. It's one of the best festivals of the year because we have Jack in the Green down in Hastings, and that's a marvelous. It's been running for decades actually, and I haven't been in a long while because it's far too crowded for me these days. But people go down there and they dress up as the Green Man. You get a big parade down the high street, and it's great fun. But it's meant to be a Beltane celebration. Yes, typical. It's all about that. So, yes, been enjoying your videos, Lex, and your trips abroad. So I'm going to France probably September, but it's going to be more Normandy sort of area. So we're hoping to hit a few, the Brocantes and the Marche aux Puces and things like that. Hopefully my Duolingo French will be up to it, but who knows. But I thought you were quite brave haggling in Budapest. That's something else. But yeah, quite looking forward to finding these things. Yes, because you're in Paris. You're going to Paris, aren't you? I think, or France, definitely France. My memory, honestly, shite, absolute shite. Oh dear. Yeah, so there am I weebling on about eBay and stuff like that. But I just thought, God, I need to do more of these. What I need to do is sort StreamYard out so that I can do recorded ones, and because I've got lots of sparkly bits to show and things like that. But what I'd love to do, which is what they do in America, where they show the stuff on a YouTube channel and then say, if you like to buy, contact me, and then you cut out the middleman, because eBay take a ridiculously large amount of fees for what they do. I'm sorry, it's got silly. I get they're a business, but yeah, but Whatnot do charge you fees as well, don't they? I mean, you're the Whatnot queen. Let's be honest. We bow to your expertise, and you're very, very good at it. My thing is, I'm not extrovert enough to do it regularly, and I know you need to be regular, and you need to have. That may change in time. I may get to work on that. But I think it's easy if I can pre-record and then put a video out going, this is what I have if you're interested. Because I've got so much. I mean, they say jewellery doesn't take a lot of space, but it does in the quantities I've collected it in. But yeah. I've got a vintage scarf collection that I need to sell through an auction house. I've got things that are sort of too special for eBay. They're too valuable, and I need to get them valued. Yeah, husband's just retired. Well, recently, and it's kind of thrown a bit, not a spanner in the works, but it's, yeah, the whole dynamic has changed a bit in the sense of time, and yeah, it's been a whole switcheroo. So I'm trying to get my head around it all, to be fair. Whatnot, yeah. I mean, I do love the Whatnots. I mean, I missed your silver one the other night because we were out, but you know, it's great fun, and you've got an absolutely lovely crowd of people, cult members, and it'd be, you know, I quite like to do that as well. So yeah, I've got to get my head around it, really. Need to get more organised. Yes, she says, looking round. Looking around. This is a mess at the moment. The cult rules, absolutely. Once you're in, you can never leave. So yes, I'm wearing one of my favourite t-shirts today. We have oh, it's all back to front, isn't it? The number of the beasties, little black kitties, because there's nothing like a black cat. So yes, I really have to get focused. But what I've also got this year is I'm away. I'm away a lot this year. I'm stonkingly busy, so it's going to mean shop on holiday, coming back. Shop on holiday, coming back. Great fun. Anyway, you're coming to the reseller thing down in Ramsgate again this year. I'm bringing my friend Anne. My friend Anne is the lady I was learning jewellery from, and I take her to boot fairs, and she sells and I kind of buy, as well as flogging me over clothes, of course. So she's going to come along and meet you all as well, which would be highly delightful. Yes, I booked, I think it was a very inexpensive, this time, very inexpensive twin room, which is very near that enormous Wetherspoons. And the reason I did that is because Anne's got mobility issues, so we didn't want to be too far away. Or maybe you've got the same one then. I can't remember. It's not the Hotel de Ville, but it's something like, yeah. I thought I'd do it quick because I needed to be near the spoons, and hopefully the beach will be a little more welcoming than it was last time we were there. Although we missed the hot tub, won't we? Yeah, great fun. So yes, hoping that all works out, really. I feel like my life is very scheduled. This holiday, that holiday, that holiday. Yeah, I think it's probably the same one, actually. You've booked somewhere as well, Crispy. That's fantastic. Oh, yeah, it's amazing. I mean, and Nick and Andrew have been having some success with their eBay lives as well, haven't they? Which seems like eBay have gone, oh, we better copy Whatnot right away. But I'm thinking they've obviously got advantageous fee rates for people at this stage, but that's not going to last, is it? And it's not that easy to find people on there either, I've found, but maybe that's just me being dense. Yeah, it's going to be fun. But that's September, and we have a whole late spring, early summer to go through yet, and time is running away. But yes, anyone who's not been, get booked up and come along. It'll be fun. Hoping Carla can make it. I know her work schedule is, you know, it has to be considered. Yes, exactly. I wouldn't trust eBay with an egg either at the moment. Dear Lord. The thing is, you see, I've got 2 garages that I rent, and they're up the road, so I have to drive up to them. And they've been very good for me over the years, but obviously that's mainly for storing the clothes and bric-a-brac. One of them I've more or less emptied, and a friend of mine is kind of using it because they've moved house. So I've still got that one. Hopefully I can get rid of that one when they've taken their stuff out of it, shove everything in one garage. And then it's really difficult for me, but I'm having to discipline myself, no matter how cheap or how bargainacious, not to buy clothing, unless it's like an absolute banger, like a Burberry coat for a couple of quid. I am trying not to, but I've got to get rid of what I've got, and that's going to take me time. Yeah, but I got bored with clothes. I know that sounds terrible, but you know, I do things intensely and then I back out of it. But jewellery, I'm not bored with that. I want to get stuff on. I want to get it listed. I love finding weird and wonderful and unusual things. just the crazy stuff that I found, and even silly little things like I've got this little box, this little sort of plastic jewellery box, and I just thought that's so kitsch. The guy had some pins in it. I didn't want the pins. So can I just buy the box? So 50p. So, thank you very much. Yeah, but I love finding all kinds of weird and wonderful things, and especially unexpected treasure, like a bit of gold, a bit of silver, all that kind of thing. Yeah, it's the hunt. It's the thrill of the hunt. But I do have to start listing it. But I had that horrible experience with eBay, which I've never really done the full video about, a 1/5 gold filled, no, gold metal core bangle, 9 carat, which I duly sent off to the person who bought it. They got it. I immediately got an email from them, literally within a couple of days, saying, I've accidentally damaged the bangle, can I return it? And I'm like, well, no, why? You know, he literally put pictures in showing me of scratches and like they've been trying to saw off the bit that said metal core and 1/5. So it just looked like it was gold. I'm like, well, no. So I spoke to eBay and they're like, well, no, he's obviously damaged it. Shouldn't be a problem. Fair enough. Then he opens a return case. Okay, I go back to eBay again. I get a different person that gives me a completely different response, which says, no, you've got to accept it back, but you could give a partial refund, in which case you can still sell it. Okay. Then, all of a sudden, it turns out that eBay have just literally, he's sent it back, but they've just refunded him all the money without coming to me. No seller protection, nothing. £300. And a time when I'm not earning great money on eBay, I was absolutely bloody mortified. I was fuming, to be honest. And so I rang eBay and I spoke to someone else who gave me a different response. Again, telling me, lovely man called Keith, I remember him well, telling me that, you know, I couldn't, that it was out of my hands and that I wasn't protected for that. And in spite of being a top-rated seller for 23 years, I knew what had happened, and my detective brain, because I'm not silly, had worked out what had happened. Chap had bought the bangle, was going to try and sell it on to somebody else as solid gold, having scratched off the bit that said 1/5 and metal core. So it just looked like it said 9 carat. The chap he tried to sell it to clearly was testing it, literally rubbed the outside of it right down to the copper. So he's ruined the appearance. So it's not just the inside that scratched, the outside. Obviously gave it back to him and said, there's no way I'm buying this off you. This isn't solid gold. And then the guy tries to get it back off me. I'll tell you, what a scam. So I lost £300. I did get the bangle back. I did get it back. In fact, I've got it here. But I can't, the thing is I can't sell it now because it's ruined. It's so spoiled. So there we go. That is an absolute nightmare. So I'm very wary of selling anything valuable. I think Etsy will be getting my business quite soon. I was disgusted. Anyway, I've gone on for 18 minutes and thank you for watching. Have a great day, Lex. have fun. I'm going to go out and spend some money as well because that cures everything. Lovely to see you, Crispy. Lovely to see you. Oh, is it Scraggy Dog? Who is that name now? Dear oh my memory. Scooby Shaggy, of course, Scooby Shaggy, and anyone else that's watching. Thank you very much. I'll come back on at some point and I'll actually have something nice to show you. So take care. Tutty bye. Off we're going now. I'm ending the stream, and do I really want to? Oh yes, I do. Bye bye.